What's up guys, YST here and welcome back to another Raid Shadow Legends video. And today I'm going to be doing a showcase on a champion that I got really lucky in pulling during the 10x event that we had for Leo a few weeks ago now, where I pulled 3 void shards when I wasn't on Mercy. And this dude decided to come running out of the shard, and I'm not complaining about that. I've been using him as my nightmare campaign farmer, my arena nuker in defense and offense, and also in the Doom Tower in my kind of non-seer composition. So kind of covers 3 bases for me really well. But let me know in the comment section, do you have a Leo? Do you use him? And if you don't have one, who's your favorite nuker that you have on your account as of today? Actually, just want to say before we get into this as well, that this will be my last video for a good few days, maybe until Tuesday or Wednesday, as I'm taking my daughter to a wedding abroad for one of my school friends, and kind of her first time on a plane as well. So yeah, pretty much going to be out in Portugal for the next few days, but once I'm back, I have a bunch of content to get out for you guys. Alright, so let's break down his kit and where I like to use him. So on the Lion's Twin Claws, attacks one enemy 2 times, and each hit has a 60% chance of placing a drop defense debuff for 2 turns. The damage increases by 20% if the target has less than 60% HP. Now, it is a pretty low chance for that drop defense, but it's made up a little bit by attacking twice, and also deals a really nice bunch of damage, especially if you get those counter accessories on your champion. On the Raid's Pride will attack all enemies 2 times, and as a passive effect, this champion is immune to a bunch of debuffs here. So stun, freeze, sleep, provokes, you name it, he's immune to those as long as this skill is not on cooldown. Now what you can do is completely lock this out maybe in some PvE scenarios, or just simply open up with the awesome Roar and have this one as like a second ability, depending on the situation. But just being able to kind of be immune to those things is really nice. Kind of a nice counter to Torments. You can't get sleep from Kaimars, provokes from like Vizix. Like, it's just a really nice skill. So let's just head into this A3 here. Attacks all enemies, has a 100% chance once booked of applying a True Fear debuff for 1 turn. Now it is a nuker champion, and 9 times out of 10 you're not going to be able to get enough accuracy to do this in the high-end arena. But you could potentially even have, if you can get some accuracy on him, maybe you're like mid-game or take him into some other PvE situations, being able to have at least a bit of accuracy on him to potentially place this True Fear debuff is really solid, because it gives you a 50% chance for the enemy under the True Fear to lose their cooldowns and miss a turn. So it's really strong. And then before attacking has that 100% chance of placing that weakened debuff on all enemies for 2 turns. So maybe even in the clan boss, he's got the drop defense, he's got the weaken, and in some teams could be a really strong damage dealer. Now his kit kind of comes even better here with True Gift, where you will instantly place an unkillable buff on this champion for 1 turn before receiving a fatal hit. The damage increases as the champion's HP decreases by 1% for every 1% HP lost. So let's just say in a perfect scenario, you get nuked, he puts that unkillable on himself. He then will be practically attacking 100% harder if his HP is on close to 0 while he's under that unkillable. So in a way, it's kind of like a swift parry and a fury set built into one passive. And I think that's remarkable. And he's also immune to a bunch of debuffs. So as a nuker for me, I put him as my favorite in the game. But in terms of raw damage, I guess if he's under this and in a perfect situation, probably hits harder than a Trunda, right? But you guys let me know. But if he's got full HP, maybe not. But I think the utility of having that unkillable, having that damage increase, the 2-time hitter for some champions, and a nice strong hit with this one, with the True Fears, makes him one of the best versatile nukers in the game. Probably the best, in my personal opinion. Now, how have I built this champion today? Now, there is a way that I traditionally do use him, but I switched it up for this video. Both still in Savage sets. So we're trying to ignore some defense here. So we got crit rate, speeds everywhere, crit damage on the gauntlets, attack percent on the chest plate, attack percent on the boots, and then we've got some counter attack accessories with the Revenge, with attack and attack percent. Now, if you're mid-game, you could potentially even go accuracy and place those true fears along those nukes that you're doing. Crit damage with some accuracy here, which is nice, and attack on the ring. Now, I could get my attack up higher, but I kind of value the counter-attack alongside this one more than a bit of attack percent, in my opinion, because that A1 can really smack. Overall stats here, we have gone for 45,000 HP, 5.5k attack, 2,000 defense, 183 speed. Now, when I'm using him in the Doom Tower, like in particular, I like to have him around 200 to 205, and I like to mitigate a bit of attack percent. But when I'm just doing pure PvP, above 180 is where I personally like to sit. 100% crit rate, 250% crit damage, and a bit of accuracy to place those debuffs. Masteries. Let me just move myself a bit out of the way here. So we've gone the offense tree, heading down to the Helm Smasher. We've got a few things here going on. So Cycle of Violence, trying to reset some cooldowns of skills. We've got Ruthless Ambush and Opportunist as well, because increases damage inflicted to targets with stun, sleep, fear, true fear, freeze, or petrification by 12%. We've also got the counterattack Masteries here, trying to coincide with those revenge as well for the A1 ability. So that is my Leorius the Proud, and let's just take him into a few areas of the game I like to use him and have fun overall. That's kind of what this video is about. So let's get into it. Alright, so let's just start off here with the Nightmare campaign, and I actually use him as my 12-6 Nightmare campaign farmer. He does it relatively well. Of course, I've dropped the speed a bit, but usually does it in around, I like to say 18 to 20 seconds as like an average, but I've had as low as, I don't know if I had it, I think 14 seconds, but we can check after this anyway. So there we go. So 15 seconds and my best time 14. So really, really nice as a solid campaign farmer here for the Nightmare campaign. Now let's just head into, I'm not sure if the faction wars is open. It's not, unfortunately. I think we should just go into the Doom Tower first, and then we're going to spam out a bunch of arena battles. So, well, there's some freezes here. Maybe this could be a good one. All right, let's try this one. Now, this is a team that I traditionally like to use in the Doom Tower, and it's kind of based off Chagor, who does a very nice CC with those sleeps on the A1, as you see right there. And of course, I drop the fence out, and then Leo's going to come through. Once we stop sleeping them, kaboom, get some damage out. And we're just going to basically keep them under control, and then by the time they take a turn, those bombs explode with Gaius the Gleeful. Come through with the reset. Come through, drop the fence again. Bombs go out, nukes go in. And the same kind of deal. And this is kind of how I beat the Doom Tower every single rotation. And before I used to have a Kandrathon where Leo is, but being that Void Affinity, having those unkillables on himself, and having that built-in Fury set kind of, really does help out once he's a bit mitigated with health. So hopefully he can take a bit of a hit here. Can he get... Okay, we're losing a bit of HP here. That's nice. Keep those sleeps on as well. So if Turbo can just take one hit, that'd be really nice. More bombs. This is like an ultimate support damage dealing team. And as you've seen there, immune to those freezes from those Pixneals. I've got to increase attack buff on, and hopefully we can get a nice nuke in. There we go. And kaboom. Nice. We've got a nice little damage there. Reset, and can we come through with a double hit? And kaboom. There we go. He got a final hit, but he capped out at 260,000 damage. If you could put in comparison to a Chagor, who is attacking every enemy under the sun, and Gaius the Gleeful with those bomb debuffs, he's really strong here, right? And if you're mid-game, he has an amazing crit rate aura to put in that lead position, which I think is pretty huge, right? If you're lucky enough to have one at those times in the game. Now, let's head into the arena and have a bit of fun. Now, I was pushing Platinum last night, mainly trying to get the tier 10 on my Great Hall. I was just trying to like optimize his attack percent, but I just couldn't get it done last night. But it is what it is. We'll still be able to do a relatively nice showcase here. So let's go. Let's do this off auto, actually. So we're going to place those sleep debuffs, get those out. We're going to do drop attack, drop defense. And can we get a little weaken on? Let's get it on. I thought we can get it in there. So this is his A1 ability. We're going to put on a 1 speed. Boom. So we hit like 110,000 damage with the full HP. Remember that. And that was a pretty strong team there. So let's try a team like this where we can actually take some damage. And hopefully it works out pretty well. So let's get a little Duchess in there just for a bit of support in case we need to bring him back. But I kind of want to showcase that unkillable and that built-in Fury set. There's that A1. And there is that unkillable. And now he's going to start smacking a lot harder. Look at that. Coming through those counters. And we're immune to all of those debuffs coming our way. And we're just going to keep going through and counter-attacking. And it's pretty cool. There you go. We're pretty much killing the team here with just accessories and masteries. There we go. Kill off that champion there. Can we get a final one? No. All right, let's just get the final hit on here. We'll do a double hit. And there we go. Pretty much killed off this crazy team by himself just from masteries. I think that's pretty remarkable, right? What else can we do? So that was a nice play on this kit, right? With that passive. And let's do a Leo versus a Leo. That would be pretty nice. There's a little... what team shall we do? Maybe a team like this could be nice. Now, let's see if that Leo can smack us, proc our passive, and allow us to come through. That last battle was insane. All of those counters. So there we go. We're just going to get increased defense on. That'd be nice. I was going to cleanse, but it'd give him the full heal. All right, let's just remove the debuffs. Let's get that on ourselves. And let's just do... Oh, we might actually die because of Underpriest. Let's just get a little nuke on. That was some nice damage through that shield. I must say so. So now we just lost him. That's why we got Duchess to give us a little reviving. And let's just get a heal on here. It's actually my first showcase of Raglan as well. I don't usually use her. But she's pretty fun sometimes. Well, I should have actually used her skill. Let's just do this. Increase our turn meter. Ooh, that Leo's coming through hot. Alright, nice. No problems. We've got our Raglan in here just in case it gets a bit sticky. Let's try this Leo. There we go. We got no drop defense, no weaken, and kaboom. And the priest is a bit tanky there. Come on. Get that nuke in. We got this. 3, 2, 1, and there we go. That's nice. Alright, so now let's try do actual speed team. So let's just go back to this one and try deal some raw damage. Like how I'd usually speed farm in the arena. So we come through with the sleeps, drop defense, drop attack, and kaboom! Sit down. So let's see how a team like this could perform where we might get locked out from a hegemon. They got a bully in there as well, I've just seen that. But let that hedge go first. Can't really do much apart from the drop attack and the thing. But let's see if we can just kill them with A1 abilities. And then afterwards we could try and find... Speaking of a team that we can find, maybe a Torment team. Try and counter those freezes, that'll be a nice showcase. Counter attack and kaboom, sit down. Any Torments around here? Torment make you froze, make you pose like a mannequin. Will there be a Raidzilla Part 2? Who knows? Oh, there was a Torment there with a Leo. Alright, this team looks like it's gonna kill us really badly. Let's try it. Why not? So I'm not gonna boost. I'm just gonna let the sleep go out. I think that's more important. Let's just get the sleep out. Ooh, she got locked out. But let's just try do actually no, we need that. Okay, so that was just on 100% HP there. There's his. Hopefully we can... Alright, there's his turn. Nice. Now let's see if we can kind of take control here. Nice. This is exactly what I wanted. Now let's see with that low HP, can we just chunk through this tanky team? 3, 2, 1. Ooh. Very close. We got really close there. But I hope you guys can see the potential of how his passive works with that unkillable, being able to drop that HP and completely come through and potentially annihilate. But obviously, these are like close to platinum teams and I don't usually sit up here. Oh, there's a Skull Crown. To be honest, Leorius is like a legendary Skull Crown in a way, with that unkillable buff, right? But it kind of works in a different way. Here we go, and... without a point, it's ally attack Lanicus. 145,000 damage. We get a final hit in. 3, 2, 1, and the Dark Fallen Arbiter wanted to take the showcase. So yeah, guys, that is going to be all for the video. If you did enjoy it, be sure to hit that like and subscribe button. Good luck over this weekend if you're pulling. I believe there's like a really cool event on. Let me just read it out for you, actually. So if I just head into here. So we got Chagor, who I showcased today, Ban-el-Khazar, Calvalax, Theodore the Savant, who's really solid, Eurogrim, Venomage, Scabrius, and Aox the Rememberer. So remember those. Those are the 10x champions. And yeah, I'll see you next week, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.